everyone! So I've had kind of a hard morning. I just found my son dying. It's just hard to say because he's not mine yet. All night I've been picking up all kinds of traffic, I guess, from the other side. I mean, it's like being a radio tower, except you've got all bands coming in at the same time on the same band, and they're just like in and out. You have like 3 or 4 coming in at the same time at any given time, and they're just like you can't figure out what's what. But things cleared up just for a little bit, long enough that I was able to find some information out about my future son. I'm supposed to have 2 twins, boys, and one of them is autistic. His name is Brian, and I've been slowly but surely getting to know him over the last several years. And I was asking about him, and I found out that his previous life, his name was Nina. Or I should say is, because he's currently alive. And I found out after this dream, as I was waking up, I saw this news program, and then all of a sudden I'm digging through dirt trying to get to him. And I found out that he was kidnapped. Nina was kidnapped and buried alive by these guys. And he's currently dying. I'm not entirely sure when the burial happens exactly. It kind of feels like it's not for another day or 2 or something, but I mean, I've already been bonding with him. He feels like mine, just not yet. And, oh God, this is such a weird place to be. But it upset me finding out what he's having to go through. I mean, I remember when I died, it really, really sucked. And now he's having to go through that, and you really don't want to find out that your kids are having to suffer through really awful, horrible things. Anyway, if anyone happens to know anything about Brian's current life self, his name is Nina. I believe he has or had an older sister named Tiffany. It kind of feels like she's also dead now, that she was a teenager, like 12, 14, something like that. And she may have been dead kind of for a while. Anyway, Nina, I believe she was buried in a construction area. It felt like this rather large lot where, you know, they could put an apartment complex or something. It was pretty sizable. And the dirt, I mean, it was not flat. It was all dirt with some junk left on it, like maybe construction materials and maybe a few large construction machines. And the dirt was inconsistent, so there were like piles here and some deep valleys there. A lot like what I'd expect at a construction site. It felt like it had been abandoned for a while, so it may not be an active construction site, or it could just be that they haven't been there for 3 months. I don't know. I don't really know the exact time frame. It just feels like it's been empty for long enough they felt they could hide a body there. And yes, I'm pretty sure it was a they. It felt like it was a few guys. 3, 4, something like that. I don't know what happened before the burial. All I know is that she was alive when she went in the ground. And I'd like to do anything that I can to help the family, to help catch these guys, whatever it is that people need. I mean, he may not be mine yet, but I still want to help. I still feel like I want to protect him. I mean, he's just some poor kid. I'm sure he never did anything to anybody. For those of you who have children who've been killed and are worried about them, I want you to know, after experiences like that, it's usually policy to place a kid with a nice, loving family who will just make them feel safe and happy again and help them learn to trust life and feel safe again. Who will just love them and make them feel better, help them through getting over whatever it is that happened to them before. It's not like they go out of this life and that is the last thing that ever happens to them. They're loved again. They're happy again. They smile, they run, they play, they get to grow up and have families of their own. It's just that you don't know them when they do that. That's what I'm doing in this life, and that's what I hope to help Brian with in his next life. And Brian, if you happen to decide to watch this, I want you to know that I'm doing everything I can to learn how to be the best mother I can be to you, so that I can love you and make you feel safe and keep you safe. I will keep you safe from everything. I've totally been there. I was hurt and killed by someone, and although I was too scared to trust life again, I came into this world autistic, and I chose to live in my head instead of in reality. But I'm learning how to trust again, how to live like everyone else. And I'll show you how to do the same thing. I love you with all my heart. Thank you so much for watching this video, everybody, and please help me solve this mystery and hopefully give this family some closure. I am so sorry for everything you're going through, but I hope this helps make it a little less difficult. Thank you. Bye.